And why? Sometimes people say, well, why don't we only stick with the comfortable things or the things that always edify? Well, one thing I want to say in relation to that is I love in the scriptures when it says that truth is a knowledge of things as they are. Truth is not a knowledge of things as we wished they were. Or another time it says truth is a knowledge of things as they really were, really are, or really were. Again, not things like we hoped or wished they were. I love when Joseph Smith says, Mormonism is truth. He said that before the change in the style guide to use the full name of the church. But I like that idea. Mormonism is truth. And I'll come back to that in a second, even in this very video. But if that's the case, you and I are not afraid to try to understand things in their highlights and in their shadows, in their beauty, but also in their complexity. I personally believe that if we approach things in that sort of a direction, we're able to see God working with real people in real situations, in real mortal strength and weakness, just like He is with me and just like He is with you. I also want to take this approach with you in looking at things holistically, faithfully yet transparently as best as possible, because that's what living prophets, seers, and revelators today are doing. Look what Elder M. Russell Ballard said when he was speaking to religious educators. Quote, "Our curriculum in the past, though well-meaning, did not prepare students, or I'd add Latter-day Saints, for today. More than at any time in our history, your students also need to be blessed by learning doctrinal or historical content and context, by study and faith accompanied by pure testimony, so they can experience a mature and lasting conversion to the gospel, and a lifelong commitment to Jesus Christ." And then notice what he says right here. Provide faithful, thoughtful, and accurate interpretation of gospel doctrine, the scriptures, our history, and those topics that are sometimes misunderstood. To name a few such topics that are less known or controversial, I'm talking about polygamy, seer stones, different accounts of the first vision, the process and translation of the Book of Mormon, or the Book of Abraham, gender issues, race in the priesthood, or a Heavenly Mother. And we will touch on almost all of those subjects in this video series. And I will do my very best in my weakness to try to do that thoughtfully, faithfully, accurately, and as best as I possibly can to help you in your own journey of grasping the beauty of this unfolding restoration.